PO system, how they run it, their pulling is a little different, but very similar to us, man. We can't be off balance on the offensive line. We can't lunge, and Elijah can't be lazy out there, man. We just can't. Um, I feel like we got to on defense. Our linebackers have got to look at the right thing. We can't get caught looking at the wrong thing. Bad eye play, man, is so important. It seems like this year we have gotten caught with bad eyes more than I've known in recent memory. These guys, and maybe it's because of the offense we played. We played these guys, this option offense, and these different types of offenses that we're running with this style of defense and this style of defensive front. We've gotten caught a lot at looking at the wrong thing. Bad eye play, bad angles,
I
right?
have a theory.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested in hearing your take on this, right? But I
Mm-hmm.
actually have a theory about that. For me, I think it's kind of the difference between, you remember before the season started, I would try and simplify Saban's defense to a manner that's just like super easy to understand. And I would always say, imagine being a pilot, and before you can ever take off, you have this checklist of things you have to do. Womack's
Right.
defense is more like reactionary, right? As my camera just froze instantly. That's how we're going to start tonight off. But it's more reactionary. And I think whenever these guys don't have a list of things that they have to account for, maybe that's what's causing the bad eyes, because they're just going off of first instinct and not actually dissecting the play. What do you think about that? Because that's something is the last maybe game and a half I've really been thinking about.
And Ty, I think you might have hit it right on the head, bro, because their first reaction is boom. It almost goes unquiet, if you know what I mean. I think you might have hit the nail right on the head. And that's, to your point, is why this game is so important defensively for us. Make sure we watching the right thing, man. Angles got to be good. Instead of coming down the line of scrimmage, if these guys are running reverses and getting things of depth, you got to run. You got to take depth angles, because if you run down the line of scrimmage, you're gonna get caught up in the wash like Deontay Lawson tends to do so much, and that's just extra yardage, man. First of all, shout out to Megan. Megan, what's going on with you? How you feeling? How you doing? Buck, what's up, bro? Good to see you, Buck. How you doing, man? Glad you in here, Buck, man. My brother Patriot Life says, time to start climbing out the slump and making our way back to the top. I could not agree more, Rob. You are 1,000,000% correct.
100%.
It's time, Katrina. It's time. They got to start Saturday. Damn the rest. We lost 2 games. Okay, cool. We get it, right? It's time to start playing, man. It's time to start playing, and it's time to start. Imagine if we're 0-0. You got to start the season right now. These guys went out and played Bama football. We still gonna be right where we want to be. We'll be in the top 12.
And
A lo- a lo-
especially with LSU being ranked 8th, if you get this
right.
win and you beat LSU, now you have 2 top 10 wins on your
Facts.
resume. Plus Wisconsin, don't look now, ladies and gentlemen. They're playing a good brand of football. So like that
Yes.
win doesn't look as bad as I think some people thought it. I mean, all wins look good, but you get my point, right? Like I think
Yes.
they've helped Alabama's case. But if you beat LSU, you're in the 12-team playoff.
That's a fact. You know what's so crazy about that, Ty? A lot of the teams that's in front of us, guys, they play each other.
Yep.
They play each other. Knafi, they play each other. So Alabama just has to take care of our business. If we take care of our business, clean up the undisciplined stuff that we've been doing, we'll be just fine. If the game, you're going to face some adversity. You're going to face adversity. Things are going to go your way, ebbs, flows, highs, lows. We used to call it ebbs and flows, highs and lows, right? You got to keep your composure, man. You have to keep your composure. You got to play well. Go listen to a lot of the former Bama players, man. These guys will tell you the same thing. You got to play with an animal magnetism. You need to come out with some fire that you hadn't came out with all season long, man. If you make a mistake, make it 100 miles per hour, right?
Yeah.
It, you know, I want to know your thoughts, Ty, on our secondary, man. We have some crazy injuries. I'm really excited about Bray Hubbard. Shout out to Jay Mims. Jay Mims, what's up, bro? How you feeling, Jay Mims? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Good to see the brother Larry Lodge. What's up with y'all boys, man? How y'all doing? Good to see you. Roll Tide to you, man. Um, I want to know your thoughts, Ty, on the secondary. Now, we're already young. We all know that, right? But what do you think about Bray Hubbard? I'm excited about Bray Hubbard, man. I don't think there's much separation between Bray and a lot of these guys. Bray is physical. I watched him in 8A clean a couple of clocks straight
Yeah.
up. I'm talking about he was putting belt to ass. I'm really excited for Bray Hubbard. I hope he get all the first team reps, right? I hope he comes in for Keon and holds that thing down. I want to know, King Mac, Bray Hubbard, what do you think about this young secondary time, their opportunities to play some ball?
I mean, Bear beat me to it. Like, before I could even go, he says, yeah, excited about Hubbard, and Mbakwe is starting to come into his own. And ladies and gentlemen in the chat, if you see both my channel and Coach Sean's channel reply, because we're moderators on each other's channel, like, it will double, not moderators, we're like on each other's StreamYard,
Yeah.
it'll double reply. So that's my fault, and also Coach Sean.
Oh, it's great. I like it because everybody you speak to, I want to speak to. So
Yeah,
it's awesome.
But no, I think Bear's 100% right. Mbakwe is wow. Even when he gets beat as a true freshman, like last week, I thought that the play he got beat on was a brilliant play call by Tennessee where they rolled Nico out of the pocket because everybody was saying, oh, well, they're just missing. And Nico did miss, but the reason he was missing a lot of the times was the pressure Alabama was bringing caused him to be inaccurate. How does the offensive coordinator account for that? Okay, well, try and nullify your pressure by moving the pocket, getting my guy out and spin. Beautiful throw, beautiful design. But Mbakwe was right there. I mean, this is a guy that's still learning. He doesn't even have the experience of a Zabian Brown, and he's still out there learning. To your point about Bray Hubbard, the thing that I think is so good about this secondary right now is, and I'd really like to highlight Malachi, because I think he has the versatility to play a few different things, right? And that alleviates a lot of pressure. Not saying that I think they're going to switch him off the bat. I don't. But his versatility is massive for this secondary. And whenever we're talking about Missouri, we have to understand what the injury report says. So reports have come out, and we'll see whether it's true or not. We'll see Saturday. Nate Noel not expected to play. This is a guy who's over 500 yards, 5.9 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns. They still have Marcus Carroll, very talented. Mookie Cooper is out.
Yeah.
This is one to me, or he's doubtful. I apologize. He's not out. He's doubtful. That is, to me, a big blow because he is a guy that they will line up all over the place. But whenever you have a Theo Weiss, Luther Burden, Mookie Cooper out there, you can terrorize someone in the slot because you just are like, pick them. Which one do I want to put out there in the slot? Go. Mookie Cooper is a really under-the-radar loss if he is not to play for Missouri. I'm a big fan of his game. But Coach Sean, the biggest one is Brady Cook is listed as doubtful. And a lot of sources are coming out and saying that they don't expect him to play. Like I said, I'm of the mindset that I'll believe it when I see it. But Thanks. Drew Pine, the backup, if you look at his stats and you just look at completion percentage, you'd sit there and say, okay, 67.4%. That's nice. That's very good. Coach, the average yards per attempt is 4.8. So he's not getting the ball out there. I bring you
Thanks.
that because I have a lot of comfort with Bray Hubbard crashing. And I think against Missouri, they have playmakers on the outside that they want to get the ball quickly and let them do the thing. I have faith that Bray Hubbard is going to come down and crash. I think this is a great learning game for him stylistically, but I'm very excited about Bray. I also think they're going to lean on Marcus Carroll I actually don't think it matters, Coach, because if Brady Cook plays, he's hurt. Like, we know he's hurt. So you want to take as much pressure off him as possible. They're going to lean on Marcus Carroll, and I think that Bray Hubbard is going to terrorize these running backs, but I also think he's very underrated as a defender in the pass. So excited about him.
100% facts. I couldn't agree more, man. Shout out to the brother Coach Carl, who's in the house. Coach Carl, how you doing? How you feeling? Go ahead and give us your thoughts, man, on Bray Hubbard, this young secondary. I think me and Ty both, and a lot of the guys in the chat, man, my brother Bear, Larry Lodge, Jay Mims, we all think Bray is going to show up and show out, man. Give us your thoughts on young Bray Hubbard, who's out there cleaning clocks, right? Putting lots of belts to asses. Right? Think Bray is going to come in and play well, got a little size on him, got some speed behind him. We'll hit you. We'll hit you, man. Give us your thoughts on Bray Hubbard and his young secondary.
Well, Bray Hubbard, man, from what I've been seeing, I had to go back and watch a little high school film. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, the kid is a thumper,
Thumper.
and with Cook being hurt, like Ty said, it's the perfect game for Bray Hubbard because he a thumper.
Yes, sir.
He do have little flaws in the passing game, but he is a capable pass defender. But as a thumper, he's a downhill hitter, man, kind of like Cato Down from last year. But Cato Down last year, his freshman year, he was better as a hitter than he was as a cover guy.
Yeah.
So right now you're looking at Hubbard, man. I actually kind of excited now that we do have somebody back there that actually can come down, lay some wood, and
Yeah.
make some firm tackles, man. Just not trying to just hit the kill shots. He can actually hit you hard and wrap you up at the same time. And
Facts.
He played very well inside the box. And like I said, man, I think it's gonna be more. They're gonna try to do more run game, play action type pass because of damn Cook. But if Cook
Yeah.
come in at 70%,
Think you might be in the matrix a little bit, coach. There you go. There you go. It's came back. Go,
oh,
go ahead.
that young secondary, man. Even though the kids are young, I really do believe that now that they get more and more reps, by and they keep continuing to get more reps, the more reps you get, the better you're gonna get. So this part of the year, they should be getting better. Only issue is King Mack. They say he the fastest kid on the team, but he didn't. He really didn't showcase that speed. But I'm hoping that he get his feet on the ground, get a little fear out of him. He comes out and perform. I'm kind of still iffy about that. Always rotating the corners. I'm still
Yeah.
kind of iffy about that. Being that we don't have no upperclassmen back up beside Demond Jones. I mean beside Jones as a backup, man. So that's the iffy part about the corners. But with the safeties, man, I mean, young safety's gonna make mistakes. Veteran safety makes mistakes.
Yeah.
So you can just I mean you're gonna live or die with a mistake. You live or die with a young safety making a mistake. Then you do with a senior like Medical making a mistake. It don't make sense. So I'm cool with the young guy getting reps. We just gotta play better on offense. If we play better on offense, our offense will help out our defense. That get the defense motivation. So defense stop on the offense score to make the defense go out there and play harder. That's all it really does. So the more points you score, the better off it helps the defense anyway. And then when you grind the ball and killing all the time, it give those defensive guys time to go over there, sit down, watch film, correct some of the mistakes that they can. Because a lot of times the way we play offense, they don't have time to go through this play and that play and this play and that play from the position that they just had. Because we don't have the ball but a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes at a time. So they don't never really have time to adjust most of the game. And they just trying to learn everything on the fly. But, we got a whole week to prepare for Missouri. I really like Hubbard. I really do. I really like Hubbard. And when he
Yeah.
came in the game, I was like, yeah, that's better for us because now we got somebody that come down the hill and that'll hit you and they ain't afraid to hit because he
Fact.
come from a different environment. You know, he's not afraid to get a nose with. He's not afraid to get a busted nose or a broken arm. He gonna come down and lay the wood. And I like that, man. So kudos to Coach Lumpkins for putting him in the game, getting him opportunity to play. And I just can't wait to see the kid blossom, man. And I mean, I feel like we got another Sal Sincere back there. Honestly, to me.
Facts, man. All facts, man. Now, Ty, I want to ask you this. I watched the film on Missouri, and Coach Carl wants to Ty's thoughts on this, man. I see these guys play a lot of four-man front. They got what we call a wide. Some people call it different terminology. I call it a wide five. They play like a wide five on one side, tight on the other side, depending on what the strength of the formation. Um, they 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 do a lot of stunts. They try to get you from center to tackle. They try to get numbers on you from center to tackle, whichever side. They try to get your three, depending on what personnel you in, blocking their five. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know what you guys think about them. They run a four-man front. Do you think we can have some success with our RPOs, with our short passing game, do you think we can have some success and catch those guys in a stunt or in a blitz and take advantage of that? Ty, go ahead.
I really hope that we just commit to the run, right? Like I think if you're playing against someone that's stunting at such a high degree, I think this is a great game to commit to the inside run. And hope that whenever one of those guys stunts, your offensive lineman is able to pick it up, recognize it, and it just opens up a giant hole to allow the running backs to operate. But it's just like we talked about Monday night, Coach Sean, Coach Carl. I've likened this to boxing. How did Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder the second time? He leaned on it. He just leaned on it. And by, the later rounds when the fight was going, Wilder was exhausted. I mean, he could barely stand on his legs. If y'all remember, Tyson Fury put on a lot of weight before he came into that fight. I think he fought 20 or so pounds heavier in the second fight than he did the first. I know people are probably in here being like, why is he talking about boxing? Here's the connection.
Thanks.
When you're run blocking, your offensive line is leaning on them. When you're pass blocking, you're catching them, and you're just sitting there. Lean on the defensive front for Missouri. Establish the run. I don't care if you're going for 2 to 3 yards a pop. Lean on them in the fourth, third quarter. That's when you take it over, but it also opens up the RPO. Like right now, I think that the RPO for Alabama isn't working as well as it should because it's pretty easy to key in on who's going to have the ball. If we just look at a statistical representation of who ends up with the ball the most out of the RPO, it's Milroe. So dedicate runs, and I think that will completely disrupt what they want to do up front.
I agree. Coach Carl, what do you think about that?
I'm saying with Ty, man. And the thing about even in the odd front, the easiest front to block is the even front.
Yeah.
That's the easiest front. Because when you got 4 guys in there and they all trying to pound the middle of the ball, there's really no room for the linebacker to blitz. He's got to find an open. And by the time you find an open, running backs can bounce it to the outside and keep making waves up and down the field. The harder front to block is the odd front because you at some point you're going to double team the nose if you have a real talented nose, and then you leave a gap once you double team the nose. So you leave a gap, and at any time a linebacker can come in and out of each gap. So that's kind of difficult. So right now when you run around an even front, and you even and they stunting and twisting. So once you stunt in the even gap, you're gonna move one gap to another gap, and then you just run at the gap. So you running straight down plays or inside zone runs.
Yeah.
That guy stunts and twists. Boom, you can send the guard straight up. Boom, he can pin inside. You come right in behind him because he gonna leave a hole for you to come into.
Yeah.
Either way it go, and you just get 4 or 5 yards at a time, and just keep grinding out, get yards. And eventually, the linebackers gonna get tired of them boys doing them twists and them stunts in the middle, and they gonna tell them to stand so they can keep the guards off of them. Because linebackers don't want to get them pulling guards. Don't want to feel them thump from them guards continuously.
Yeah.
You keep hitting the linebacker in the mouth with your guard, that linebacker gonna eventually fold. He's not gonna be able to take no licks to the face like that. So those stunts and twisters, the stunts and twisters are easy. It just if the offensive line picks up the keys. And a lot of times what I know is our offensive line may pick up one, but they trying to double team that one and they'll leave the gap for the other one to come through. And then that's how they make up the big plays because anybody knows if somebody leave a hole, they come in, somebody gotta come into that hole as a defensive line. So I'm gonna leave this A gap and I'm going to the B gap. Somebody coming back around to this A gap or this B gap on the other side. They never gonna be unoccupied as a defensive line. Somebody occupying every single gap. And that's our biggest problem on offense. Once they leave a gap, they're not paying attention to that gap that they left vacant because somebody gonna fill it. And then that's how a lot of our run get stopped.
Yeah. All facts, man. I can't disagree at all. I actually thought the same thing. A 4-man front is very, very tough. And I'll say this too before I get to the super chat. Coming into, I think last week, Carl, Missouri had a top 10 defense on third down. Their third down D was pretty damn good coming into about 2 weeks ago. I don't know what has happened since then. Third down, they would give up some big plays, but on third down, they were pretty solid coming into the game. Alan Berry, shout out to Alan Berry, man. $5 super chat. Alan says the defense has improved as the season has continued. It's the offense that has regressed. I predict that any further losses will be on the offense. Thank you, Alan. We appreciate you for your $5 super chat, man. Thank you so very much, Ty. All of us, thank you. Appreciate you so very much. Ty, what you think about that, man? What you think about that as far as what Alan is saying?
I think he's 100% right. How you doing, Latoya? Hope your day is treating you well. Roll Tide as always. But Alan, I think you're 100% right. And the sad part is last week, Coach Sean, what did I tell you? I thought that Bama's defense was going to have that breakout game against Tennessee. I just thought matchup-wise, hey, Bama's defense is really going to show up in this game. I didn't see the offense laying an egg. That's on me. But because of that, Alan, I think you're 100% right. The defense, I had a lot of questions in the Vandy game. I thought that Vandy straight up out-schemed Alabama. Against South Carolina, I didn't think that the scheme was the issue. And when I say scheme, I don't mean nickel, right? Obviously, nickel works with Nick Saban ran nickel. That's not what I mean. I mean the use of some of the personnel and the fronts you were employing against Vandy. That three-man front that was Bandit, defensive tackle, Bandit, with the Wolf standing in between the defensive tackle and the Bandit. Against a team like Vandy, that didn't make any sense to me. Against South Carolina, I thought that Womack called a really good game. I thought that the execution wasn't good. Against Tennessee, I thought the defense played real well. And I'm not going to lie to you, gentlemen. I think the defensive front straight up whooped Tennessee's offensive line. I mean, you go back, watch those one-on-ones. I was really encouraged. LT Overton had himself a day. That's why he's my breakout player for this game. I think he is going to have a monster afternoon. But it is on the offense at this point. The offense has got to go out and show that, hey, we are the offense that everybody knows we can be.
All facts. All facts, Ty, man. Shout out, man, to Anitra. Much love to Anitra. I think that's his number, Anitra. Shout out to Boomer. Shout out to Everybody Loves Ebony and Ty. Ty number 2. Ty does.
That's a strong name there, sir. A very strong name.
I just saw Boomer's come. I didn't even know Boomer was in here. Boom, I hope you're still in here, brother. My bad, man. I kind of missed you since you ain't talking about my lip sweater, bro. That's why I probably didn't recognize you being in here. Much love.
Yeah, I'm talking about lip sweaters.
Yeah, I know, man. Much love to Boomer, man. Much love to K-Spray. Much love to Everybody Loves Ebony. You know what I mean? Thank you guys for tapping in. Much love to all of you. I think the same thing, man. I really do. I think the offense is sort of taking a back seat here in the last couple of games. I think the defense played one really good 2 quarters, maybe. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna flip it around for you. Shout out to Link. What's up, Link? How you doing, man? Darius is in here. University of Georgia. What's up, Darius? How you doing, bro? Georgia fan for sure. Hollywood. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? You know what I mean? But I'm flipping around. I ran into a guy at Dick's Sporting Goods. Walked up to me. What up, Coach? I said, what's up, man? How you doing? We chopped it up for a minute, man. His name was Rusty. You know what I mean? He was a good old country boy, man. Roscoe had on a cutoff button-up shirt, a camouflage hat, and he talked like this right here, Bubba. He called me Bubba, like my name Bubba. Man, my name's Sean. He was cool as hell, though. Cool as hell. So we exchanged numbers, man, and cool dude, man. And he told me this, and he made a hell of a point. Man. He told me, what's up, Nico? And Nico Gordon, what's up with your brother? Roll Tide Roll, man. Look, he say, Sean, I'm gonna tell you this. Hey, Quasha, that rascal called me Bubba. I'm gonna tell you like this, Bubba. Hey, cool as hell. I'm talking about cool as the other side of the pillow, man.
That's your new contact name in my phone.
And that rascal called me Bubba. I'm like, man, why you keep calling me Bubba for? And he did like 3 times. Now maybe that's just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's hunting lingo. I don't know. But he was cool as hell. I love dude, man. We exchanged numbers, told him to tap in with the show. He say, Sean, let me tell you this. I could make an argument. He said, I'm not saying this is true. Now check this out, Coach Carl. He said, I'm not saying this is true. He said, but I at least could debate you on this. I said, okay, what you got? He said, I could make Coach Bubba, Matt crazy, man. Matt, I ain't giving you no ideas, man. Look, Matt, he said, I could make an argument that our team as a whole hadn't played well this whole season outside of the first half of Georgia. I said, wait a minute now. Hold on, Rusty. Hold on. Let's really think about this. He started going through the games. We know we've had ups and downs, great little quarters, and outside of the first half against Georgia, he said, I could make a case to you that we hadn't played championship football all season long. So I had to sit back and wait. I said, let me just think about this before I answer. I took about 30 seconds and I say, well, I mean, you could argue that. We haven't. Now think about what he said. We haven't played championship football all season outside of the first half of Georgia.
That's
Sure,
100% right.
We've had good spurts, we've had bad spurts, but I mean, the way Georgia played against Texas, that's championship football. Going to somebody else's trap and take their trap, belt to ass. We hadn't done that since the first half of Georgia all season long. Western Kentucky, they had 11 play drive on us. I mean, I'm talking about championship football, not good football, not decent football, championship football, man. And have we played that? Have we played coach, I got you twice. Let me see if I can get that one. All right. You trying to keep that one on, coach? Hold on,
Right.
Let me put that back. Shout out to Janet. What's up, Janet? How you doing, Janet? What's going on, my girl, Janet? Everybody loves Ebony. Love these people, man. Matt, my broski, Matt, who done coined me Bubba over here. My brother Matt, Quay, as always. So yeah, K Spray, what's up with you, bro? How you feeling, man? So think about that, guys. What would you say to that? And Nico, what would you say to that? Coach Carl, what would you say to that? This guy Rusty, my brother Rusty, told me, Coach Sean, I could argue that we hadn't played and listen to that, championship football all season outside of the first half of Georgia. Would that be a yes, or would you disagree with him?
For me, that's a 100% yes.
Say again, Coach. Uh-oh. Got some background noise, I believe, Coach. Hold on, let me let you get right.
I had to leave the other studio. But yeah,
okay.
For me,
yeah.
For me, that's 100% true, man. Because like I said earlier, outside of that Georgia game, we played the first half for the ages, man. That's the best first half Alabama played in years. And I mean, that's including on the Nick Saban. If go back to the 2020 season when we won a championship, we didn't play the first half that good on offense or defense in that 2020 championship game. So that's like, I mean, shit. When did we play a half that good? That tour first year started when we played against Florida State,
or 2020. That 2020 year, maybe against Ohio State in the Natty, right? Like they.
Yeah, okay, and that championship game, that was
yeah.
That was a hell of a start, yeah. But the way we blitzed Georgia, man, that was the best game. That's the best half we played this all year. So he's definitely right about that. I mean, like we on offense and defense. We done had some good offensive halves, but we never had good defensive games. And that Georgia game was an excellent first half for us. I wish it could have continued, because if we had to continue over for the second half, well, nobody would have been able to play with us the rest of the season, because they built confidence in the first half, and then they started celebrating, let the foot off the gas. Georgia came back, and then Georgia took their confidence all the way through Vandy. They took it at Vandy, they took it at South Carolina, and they finally gained some of that confidence back this week at Tennessee. But Tennessee, and more in the second half, Tennessee started moving the ball a lot because Tennessee gained the confidence. And Nico got a little streak going. He got a little hot. Tennessee built up confidence. They were playing at home with their crowd, and then they started moving the ball. But all in all, the defense still held its own. And the back, they didn't bend. Well, they bent, but they didn't break like they broke in Georgia. If Milroe had to go down there and score, and then the freshman didn't have a pick six, a pick off in the end zone,
Georgia win that game because our defense could not do anything to stop them. So first half Georgia game, perfect. Second half Georgia game, atrocious. And he right. So you ran against a good one, Coach Bubba. And I mean that on everything, he did good because he analyzed something that a lot of us been saying already. You know, we saw it. We saw it coming from the second half of the Georgia game. When we came over here and talked about it, we seen it coming. I mean, everybody seen it coming. All us talking heads, we saw it coming from that second half of Georgia game, and we knew that Alabama would turn the table in a bad direction. Like we knew it, and it came back to bite us twice already. I could have been three in a row. So I mean, it is what it is, man. It's Caleb DeBoer first season, and we all knew it was gonna be some ups, it would be some downs. You know,
Yeah.
we never figured Bandon would been a down, but you know, it is what it is. We got smacked in the mouth. We get better as it go on. You know, if you lose another game, we lose two. But it's a growing season, so I mean, everybody got to grow. Even Coach Saban had a 7-6 season, his first season in Alabama. So we can't be too mad. You know, it's here what it is, man.
Ty, what you think about what Rusty said?
He's 100% right. He's
Yeah.
100% right. Listen, if we play offensively, defensively, the way Alabama plays in that first half against Georgia, you're undefeated right now.
Yeah.
The offense was as creative as it's been. The manner in which they were attacking put Georgia on the back foot. And whenever we look against how they did against Texas, Quinn Ewers and Arch, they couldn't do what Milroe did. And it wasn't just Milroe's mobility. He was also hitting every pass out there. Short, intermediate, it didn't matter. It was automatic. And you haven't seen it since. You just haven't seen it since. Defensively, that first half against Georgia, you did. It's so funny, guys, because Georgia did something different, but the same principle. You know that play that's been going viral on Twitter where Georgia had the two defensive linemen like this, and then they all of a sudden split and the two linebackers shoot? Bama was doing that same principle the whole first half to Georgia. Carson Beck didn't know which direction was up, down, left, right. He had no clue. And that was because Bama was showing him one thing, doing another so often that finally they showed him exactly what was coming, and he didn't check out of it because he's like, oh, this is going to be something different. You blitzed everybody. So I think he's 100% right. Now, here's the interesting thing, gentlemen. That is both a positive and a negative, right? What's the negative? You haven't played up to your standard. What's the positive? We haven't seen the best of Alabama yet. So however you want to take that, there is something to be said both sides. But Coach Sean, I'm sitting here trying my hardest to figure out how to play devil's advocate. For those of you in here, you know I have that debate background. I don't know how in the world you would debate it, right? Like, I just don't know how I would go about debating that point because it's true. It's 100% true.
And that's crazy. When he said it, I had to think about it for a minute because it grabbed at me. I was like, maybe is he telling the truth? You know, I had to really do a quick analyzation. And I think he's right. I think I agree with you guys. Link had an interesting comment. Link says, we've only attempted 4 field goals the whole year. That shows our offense is sort of, boom or bust, right?
That's ridiculous.
No sustained drives up and down the field in 7 damn games. I mean, what do you think? Because that I don't know, Ty. What you think?
That's ridiculous. Yeah, he's 100% right.
Link.
I believe 4 field goals is wild.
I believe you're on to something, Link. I believe you're on to something, man. And we really hadn't sustained a lot of drives, man. It is sort of go for the gusto, touchdown, 60 yards, or punt. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of that has also been because Bama in the red zone has been really darn good. So
facts, man. Facts.
That's a stat that's fascinating, Link. But that like Rusty's point, it's kind of like a duality, right? Where the negative,
it's kind of
you haven't had drives as consistent as you would like. The positive is when you do get into the red zone, you don't need to kick field goals because you go out there and you score.
Oh, facts, man. Steven says, Coach Sean, gone ahead and jump ship because we all
I'm
positive
already
over here.
trolling him for you, Coach Sean. I replied
I
to
don't,
him in the comments and said,
what,
you can be positive and realistic. He
I
told
don't
me to shut
understand.
up. So I told
What
him
is
that's not very positive.
what is he saying, Steve? What I don't understand what he's saying. Because we all positive over here, over where? What you?
I don't know. I don't know. But I told him in the
I don't
comments,
understand.
Coach Sean, and I was laughing at myself, right? Listen, if you can't make yourself laugh, what are you doing in life?
Well,
I
Steven, I don't know, Ty. I don't really know what you mean, Steven, but if you're saying we're not positive, or
Yeah,
are you saying,
he's saying we ain't positive over here. So he telling you to go ahead and jump ship, go somewhere else you want to go. I guess he thinks you want to go to
oh,
Georgia or somebody else because
yeah,
we
no, you
positive over
okay,
here.
okay.
but that's
Nah,
why I told him
So
like
we
let me
real over
tell you,
here.
yeah, let me
We
tell you
real
this,
over
Steven.
here.
Let me tell you this, Steven. I know you probably coach Pee Wee football somewhere, and
I don't
you know
think
you
he's in
probably.
here anymore.
I hope he is. I'm gonna leave him with this though, just in case he is. Here's the thing, Steven. It's 100 million Alabama content creators out here that I wish nothing but great things for. I'm not into telling people what they're supposed to do, and I'm not into that corny shit. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna say it right here on my channel. See, Steven, I like to be honest about the game. See, I coached this game, played this game all my life, right? So I don't fart crimson farts, Steven. I don't do that, right?
Be a medical anomaly if you did.
Right? Ain't nothing wrong with farting crimson farts if that's what you want to do. Hey, brother, knock yourself out. It's plenty content creators that where y'all can fart together and smell the crimson flowers. But see, over here, we puts belt to ass over here. We keep it real over here, right? We ain't fanned out over here. We love our team, but if I look out my window and see a turd on a stick, I'm gonna call it a turd on a stick. I'm not gonna call it a corn dog. You understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you, Steven? We keep it real over here, see, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so great about this internet stuff. I can interact with goofy people like you with these crazy looking profile pictures of dog, cats, rainbows, fake pictures, and it's just freaking wonderful. That's the part of the internet I enjoy, right? But here's what I need you to know, Steven, if you're still in here really quickly. You can't tell me a damn thing, bro. You know what I mean? You can't tell me how to be a fan. You dudes is out here trying to tell people how to be fans. Is the corniest SOBs I've ever seen in my life. You weak than water. You know what I mean? And if you disagree with how I feel, right? Then I personally think you should run up on me and tell me how you feel. That's what you should do. You should come tell me and have a conversation with me of how you feel. That's what you should do. But you should find Coach Sean and run up him and tell him that same comment because we both know, Steven, you'll never do that, right? You're gonna type me to death. Type, 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 type. I'm a fan how I want to be a fan, cuz. And if you don't like that, you can easily exit your ass up out of here. Very easily. See, in my chat, everybody can be who they want to be. I don't care if you're an Ohio State fan, I don't care if you're a Michigan State fan, even a Tennessee fan. Jesus. Even a Tennessee fan. Lord have mercy, I'm catching the fever even saying that. But it's okay. I don't mind you being what you are, family. It's okay. And if you don't want to agree with that, then take your ass back where you came from, cuz. Easy peasy, lemon damn squeezy. Right? Everybody happy. Now, moving right along.
See,
Janet, what's up with
Coach,
you?
Coach,
Go ahead, Ty. I'm sorry.
whenever he commented that at first, I hit him with,
Hey,
I told him that you can be realistic and positive at the same time, right? Just because you're
yes.
realistic doesn't mean you're not positive.
Yes.
He hit me with
Yes.
this one right here. He told me to shut up. So this is what made me laugh, right? I hit him with this right here. That doesn't seem very positive, Steven.
Exactly. He probably 15, bro.
Yeah, that's the last time because he's like, oh, we need to be positive. Then he tells me to shut up. That doesn't seem very positive there, Steven.
I know, brother. Shout out to Jay. I didn't even see you, Jay. I was behind him. I got to get better with these comments, Jay. I'll be damn near up at the top still. Shout out to my brother Jay, man. Jay's Epic Travels. Wonderful, wonderful platform, man. If you guys do any traveling, I'm telling y'all, Alan, check link. Check out Jay's channel, man. This cat be in London, you know what I mean? Over there, governor. That's how they talk over there, bro. I'm gonna get that one day, Jay. I ain't on your level yet, sir, but I'm coming. Shout out to my brother Jay, man. Much love to Jay, much love to Janet, much love to everybody in here, man. Thank you guys for the show. Matt, what's going on with you, brother? Let me catch up with these comments, man. I'm so behind, bro. My bad. Neil Weldon, what's up with you, bro? Roll Tide, Neil. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for tapping in, man. Joe Crooms, what's up, bro? Joe said, if you had told me that we would end up 10-3 or 11-2 at the beginning of the season, I would have been happy with that. That goal is still attainable, Bama
I
fans. Roll.
100% agree.
Yeah. Me too. What you think about that, Ty?
I said at the beginning that 9-3 was a possibility because the SEC is very good. I think Bama is a very good team, but we have to acknowledge there's total scheme change. So, listen,
Right.
I'm not mad at having 2 losses. I'm disappointed in the manner in which the 2 losses have come because against Tennessee, all due respect to Tennessee, if Bama operates and successfully capitalizes, they win. So it is what it is. But like, yeah, I'm it's a total transition year, man. I'm still very high on DeBoer, very high on everything. It's all good.
What about you, Coach Carl?
Hey man, I can't be mad. I mean, we all said 10-2 at the worst, 12-0 at the best. Ty said 9-3 at worst, 12-0 at best. So I mean, we on the road to being 10-2 now. So long we take care of business, it still falls at what everybody expected anyway for his first year. And Carl, just like Ty said, man, I mean, SEC with Texas, Oklahoma coming in, we already knew the SEC was gonna be tough. It's tough every year, and you add 2 more powerhouse schools, it just makes it even more tough. We just never knew that Banding was gonna recruit the way Banding did out of transfer portal, and the coach was gonna come and do some transporting around. So I mean, everything is everything, man. Georgia took a loss, Texas took a loss, Bama had 2 losses, the LSU got a loss, Ole Miss got losses. I mean, come on, man. Like Georgia beat the color off of Texas. Like literally went in the Archman in the house and whooped Quinn Ewers and Archman, and then they put Quinn Ewers back in the game to get finished off. So I mean, they knocked out Quinn Ewers, knocked out Archman, and then came back and spanked Quinn Ewers the second time. So I mean, just think about it, man. I mean, like the best team in SEC hands down right now is Georgia. It's been the same thing for the last 3-4 years. So I mean, who cares? All we want to do is just continue to get better and then continue to make strides. You know, Jalen Milroe will probably be gone this year, but we still have talent coming in behind him. Just keep getting better and better as these weeks goes on, pull out some wins. I hope we make the playoff. And then we keep on pulling out wins, keep pulling out wins. But the more and more we hang around and if we mess around and make the playoff, we're going to probably be the most dangerous team in the playoff because we don't took the hard road. We don't been through the rough. We don't been to know how to get pushed, know how to get beat, know how to bounce back. So, man, we're in a good spot right now, and I'm happy with the team, man. I mean, I'd be better if we was undefeated, but I'm cool with the 2 losses. Long as ain't 3, 4, 5 losses. I mean, I'm cool right now. I mean, it's disappointing when we lose. It's very disappointing because you don't expect your team to lose to the 2 teams that we lost to, and that 1 team that you just don't have to lose to, that 3rd Saturday in October. Like that's the 1 team you don't want to lose to. But other than that, man, you can't be mad. It's football, man.
All facts, man. Go
Can I
ahead, Coach.
Anthony?
Go ahead.
He asked me a question.
Yeah.
Anthony said, boy, the way I said that was not good. Can I hit Anthony? No, I don't mean.
Ty. No diddy.
Yeah, no diddy. Can I hit Anthony's question? There we go.
No diddy.
It's not even Friday yet. All right. So Anthony asked, Ty, would you say the weakness on your defense is the defensive backfield, linebacker, defensive line, and what is the cause of the weakness, inexperience, or depth? I think this is a great question. At different parts of the season, Anthony, I think that the answer has been different things, right? At the early portion of the season, the answer was definitely the secondary due to inexperience, right? Not that they were bad. They were very, very talented. They've shown flashes of being a secondary that, man, if Damani decides to come back, this Bama secondary next year is going to be hell for anybody to throw the ball against because they're going to be more experienced. So at the beginning of the year, I thought it was secondary. as the year progressed, the defensive front didn't give them any push, right? Like, you have a young secondary and you're just not getting home. So then it was like, okay, it's either the secondary or it's the defensive line. Then you start getting quarterback pressures. Q-Rob is very efficient in terms of his win rates. LT Overton has, I think, one of the top 10 highest quarterback pressure rates in the nation, and he's starting to really get home as well. That's why I think he's a breakout for this weekend. But then the linebacking play, I think for 2 games, being South Carolina and Vandy, just wasn't there. Just absolutely wasn't there. And then against Tennessee, I'm not mad at the defense at all. Like, I can't say anything about the defense was a weakness against Tennessee. You're playing a veer and shoot offense. You know at some point they are going to get behind you. Anytime they did, I thought that the defense did a great job of pressuring Nico, causing him to be inaccurate. And then the one time, I've already talked about it, they had that great play call where they're like, okay, how do we get our young quarterback an ability to have an accurate throw? Let's move the pocket. Let's get him rolling out to the right. That way he has one read to be able to fire. Beautiful throw. Great play. But if you're asking me what the cause of, I think, every different weakness over the season has been, in my opinion, it's just lack of experience in the secondary, youth, overall lack of experience in a new defensive scheme. So yeah, that'd be my take on it.
All facts, man. All facts. I agree 1,000%. That's kind of where I was going to. What about you, Coach?
No, it ain't much you can say to follow about that. Ty already damn. Ty hit the head and the head. I mean the nail on the head with that one. I mean, ain't nothing you can do about that. You gotta agree.
Shout out to Sun. Shout out to Redfish Stalker. Shout out to Link too, man. My brother Tatum always doing big things. Link coming with great comments. Sun always do a great job. Redfish Stalker says got a really good comment, an interesting comment question he's asking. He says, can someone talk about what Jalen Milroe's strengths are besides the deep ball? Says Bob hurt his feelings. Reese couldn't call plays to his strengths. Now Sheridan can't either. I'm not smart enough to figure it out. That's a great question, Redfish. And if I had to humbly ask, and it's just my humble opinion, and I let the guys tap in too, and they can definitely probably, these guys are much smarter than me. They probably can definitely tell you. I think when it comes to Jalen Milroe right now, for me as an offensive guy, I think he's just trying to do too much. When I look at Jalen, he's pressing a little bit. When the plays are called, it's like he's trying to turn something into nothing. And one thing about all athletic quarterbacks, man, an athletic quarterback will always divert back to what he's used to, right? When you look at Lamar Jackson when he was younger at Louisville, his last year at Louisville, he was very similar to Jalen Milroe, sort of a 1-2 read guy. After second read wasn't open, and sometimes Coach Carl Ty, he wouldn't even get to the second read. He go one read, check down, and run. He wouldn't even give the check down a chance to develop. He hiked one read, check down, and that joker was out of there, right? A lot of athletic quarterbacks are like that early in their career. I know Jalen is a little older, but Jalen has had several different coordinators. It's like the man got a different coordinator every year. I feel like right now, though, now Jalen didn't play well. Don't get it wrong. Let's call it what it is. Jalen didn't play well, but I'm not calling for Jalen to be benched. I'm not calling for that at all. I don't think it's that bad yet. I think the things that Jalen struggled on, I think they can be fixed. I really believe they can be fixed. I tapped in with my brother George Teague and his son JT, and
Great show.
that's really one of the only few film channels I watch, because they think like I think, you know what I mean? And maybe that's why I watch it a lot. And JT broke it down better than I could ever explain it. He said, and I agree with it. That's what I was trying to think of how to say it. But the way JT broke it down was exactly what I believe, Red Stalker, Redfish. He said, you don't lose your job by having a bad game or two. He said, take Tua and Jalen. Coach Saban put Tua in because Tua was a better passer for that situation. Now, that deficiency didn't rear its ugly head until the national championship, right? We won all these games with Jalen. We finally played a team that could stop us, that could stop what Jalen loves to do best. They could stop his run, his short passing game, his deep ball. They stopped everything. Georgia obviously had great film study, and they stopped him. So they was playing man coverage, matching on the back end. You need a passer in that situation. So you had a better passer at that moment in time of their careers. Tua was a better passer at that time. So obviously he put Tua in because Tua had an attribute that was better than Jalen at that time for that moment. So I understand that. You don't put the other guy in just because this guy played bad once or twice. You put the other guy in if he's better. He outperforms you in practice. He's doing whatever it is that you need to do for your offense better. He's performing better. He's doing better. He's throwing the ball better. He's accurate. He doesn't turn the ball over. If he outplays you in practice and is performing better, then you put the other guy in. But you don't put the other guy in just because this guy played bad. This guy's still not better, right? He's not better. So I believe right now this is a defining moment for Jalen. I think Jalen's going to come out and play well. I think he's going to play within himself. The first couple of games, he played within himself, Redfish. Now it seems like he's trying to do a lot. The offensive play calling is not really supporting what he does best, right? So I really believe this is a telling game for everybody. I think he'll play better, but if he has another bad game this game, then at least you can have the conversation then of what to do next. That's just my humble opinion, Redfish. I don't want to bench him right now. I mean, Jalen is still the same kid that was on the Heisman list 2 weeks ago. He hadn't played well the last couple of weeks. We all understand that, right? But this is an at-home game, right? Vanderbilt is ranked now. Tennessee's not a bad team. So this is an at-home game. They're missing hella starters. So we look and expect Jalen to be Jalen Saturday, right? So to me, this is a defining game for everybody. And I want to get what these guys think about that. What do you think about Redfish's comment, Ty?
Yeah, I think if I could unpack this fully, Bill O'Brien did damage from the perspective of he just straight up said, "I don't believe you're a quarterback." Yeah. And we can see your comments, Janet. YouTube is atrocious sometimes, and I've noticed, for instance, like whenever I'm on the Bama standard, Janet, I've commented from my channel, and they don't show up all the time. So sometimes just YouTube. God, I love YouTube, but at the same time, good Lord, I don't love YouTube. But Coach, you can see Janet's comment in the chat, can't you? Right here.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me scroll down. You know, I was behind. My bad.
Yeah,
and
then
right here.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah.
I can see you, Janet. No, they better not. No, you definitely ain't blocked.
I think
no,
it's a
ma'am.
YouTube thing. And YouTube it's a blessing and a curse, Janet. But to answer the question, Bob did damage. Said, I don't think you're a quarterback. I think you're this. That's not good. Reese, listen, I don't think Reese was a great offensive coordinator, but it's only from my channel. Okay.
Channel Ty. Oh, okay.
Okay, we will figure that out for sure. Thank you for letting us know, Janet.
Thank you, Janet.
We will figure that out, no doubt. Reese, I think, did his best. And I'm actually, I won't talk you down on Reese, but Reese had no creativity. Coach Sheridan, Redfish, I think Coach Sheridan might be better coaching quarterbacks than he is a pure offensive coordinator. In the early portions of the season, you saw Milroe's mechanics night and day different. I think Sheridan is still learning, but like Coach Sean says, this last game is Milroe didn't play well. And I don't disagree, Link. Tommy Reese wasn't good. He was bad. But Tommy Reese, in all fairness to him, he was an incredibly young offensive coordinator. Like, the dude is a year or two older than me. He's still figuring out his offense. And then he came to Bama, where he'd never worked with a quarterback like Jalen Milroe. and was told, hey, you're not going to use your offense. You're going to use our offense. That's why I don't really have a lot of negative to say about Reese. I do agree with you. It wasn't good, but the guy put his heart into it. I mean, he tried. Some wonky decisions, don't get me wrong, but I think Sheridan has put together some sequences of being a really good offensive coordinator. I'd love to see the consistency, but I also think, especially against Tennessee, there's two conversations we have to have, Redfish. One, I went back and watched the game. I know a lot of people are mad that Ryan Williams had like 20-something plus targets. He was open a lot. Milroe missed. This was a game where Milroe missed. Y'all know me. I have argued for Milroe. I will argue for Milroe. But I'm not going to lie to you. That was probably... I'm not going to lie. I think that might have been the most down game I've seen from Milroe, considering how good he has been in the early portions of this year. And 100% Christian, it's always still Roll Tide. He missed. But then it's one of those situations where I always love jumping into the nuance of this. Sheridan, you see your quarterback struggling. Run the damn ball. Right? Like, take some pressure off of him. Say, no RPO this play. We're going to give it to Justice. We're going to give it to Jam. We're going to bang up the middle. Like, that's what we're going to do. I got to settle everyone down. So this year, both parties, I think you can more equitably distribute blame this year than any other time. Milroe just had a really off game against Tennessee. And Brooks, I'm not saying that is a clever name. I'll give you that. But no, DeBoer is not our Napier. DeBoer actually came into this winning a bunch of games. I'll put it like this, guys, before I pass it to Coach Carl. Everybody is so down on DeBoer right now. I'm going to ask y'all two questions. One, did Alabama win a national championship last year? No. Right? Nick Saban is the greatest coach of all time. They didn't get it done. And it took Jordan Travis being hurt for Alabama to get there. Right? I think that we've had that conversation too. Everybody talks about, the team is so talented. And it is. It's a very talented team. I don't doubt you, but it's a totally new scheme on offense, totally new blocking scheme, totally new scheme on defense. Gentlemen, one of the most talented teams I can remember for Alabama in terms of the recent years, Alabama had a team that included Jahmyr Gibbs, Brian Branch, Terrian, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Will Anderson, Dallas Turner, Bryce Young, all these cats, and they didn't go to the playoffs with the greatest coach who's ever coached in college football. Now, is this team more talented than that team? I know that the star rankings say so. This team is incredibly talented. But with all the names I just listed, is this team more talented than that? I think it's a great team, but it's one of those things where it's like, hey, this is a transition year. I think some people, I'm fine with people pointing out the obvious flaws. That's all good. Where I start disagreeing is when people are like, hey, it's DeBoer's fault. A lot of these problems we had under Saban. We were 128th in penalties. We were 129th in penalties under Saban. So when we're 128th or 29th now, how can I put that on DeBoer and say that, this wouldn't be the case under Saban when it was directly the case under Saban? That's the unfortunate reality. This is a transition period. It's all good. Sorry for the wordy answer, Coach Carl.
You gotta apologize to me, Coach. I mean, you when you give your soliloquy, man, it just be on point. It's usually perfect. So you don't have to apologize to me, man. Just say when you're getting it off. What I say is everybody call for KD head, everybody call for Milroe head. Same thing they did last year. You call for Jerry Milroe head. We find out what we had as backups. They really didn't have much as backups. Okay, Ty's a year older. Okay, he can spin the ball. Yeah, true. This and that. But you put Ty Simpson in the game against a team like Missouri, they know this is gonna be his first career start. They're gonna bring the heat, and then you still have to end up referring back to Jalen Milroe. Just gonna have to play it out, man. If like Coach Shell say, if Milroe stinks up the jumps this week, then maybe you have to think about it. He stunk it up last week. I mean, he played. That's the worst he plays since Texas A&M game. His first year start. Like he hadn't played that bad since Texas A&M. He missed Brian Williams wide open. I mean, he wide open in the middle on the sideline on out routes all night long, and he missed it damn near every single time. And he got to the point at one point he was only looking for Ryan Williams, and then defense started keying on Ryan, and he never looked anywhere else. The biggest issue with Milroe right now, when it comes down to a pass game or run game, they're running the RPO, and he has such a breakout game performance against Georgia that he's trying to duplicate that Georgia first half. Every time he get a chance to pull it, he's gonna pull it. He's not really in the predicament where he want to just hand it off and let the running back eat. He always gonna look. He's gonna make the read. Most of the time, the reads now he's making are the wrong reads because they know he's gonna pull it. But he should just go ahead and give it off to the running back, whether they get 1 yard, 2 yard, 10 yard, 50 yard. Just let the running back run, and let them know that you giving the ball to the running back, so they can start keying on the run game from the running back perspective, and then you pull it on third down or so like that, and just keep the defense off balance. But as long as they know you putting that ball on first down, you putting that ball on second down, they're not really gonna play the running back. They're gonna play quarterback. So that's the only thing he's doing wrong on the run game side. He's just trying to implement that first half against Georgia when he ran stupid, had all those yards, can't hide the front runner. So now he just feel like, he been slipping, he been slacking in the passing game. He's trying to make up for it on the run game. Now they like running back eat, man, so they can feel comfortable. They don't transfer next year by not getting the ball. So just give them a little work, and then just set your feet, man. Reason why he missed all those throws in Tennessee, because he would get used to the pressure, and he never set his feet to make them throws. Some of the throws he throwing side on. A lot of times you throw side on balls. You have been practicing sideline thrown for a long, long time. You're gonna throw the ball behind the target, because once your arm comes forward, the ball's already pointed behind them. So now when the ball comes out, you spinning it, it's gonna automatically drift behind the target. The guy got to stop and try to make plays from behind. So now a lot of time when you scrambling, you want to come over the head, and once you throw the ball, it's gonna sail a little bit, or it's gonna go high, go low. If you go low, they can slide and catch it. If you go high, they can jump and catch it. Or not, most of the time, it'll be point on. So you got 3 spots, but it's never going to be behind them unless you just throwing the ball at them. You running on the road, you throw it to a point, it'll be a little too far in front of them, or it'll be right on point, high or low. But he's just making the wrong reads right now, man. That's correctable. All the thing that he's doing wrong is fixing it. You got to take time. And you just got to run through your progression. You got to do everything the way you train to do, and he'll be all right. He can't get worse than he played Saturday. If he get worse than he played Saturday, he's going to get benched in the first quarter. So you can't go backwards. He can't get no worse than he got Saturday. That Saturday probably the lowest point. Like I said, I've seen him play since the Texas A&M game when he first started coming behind Bryce Young when Bryce Young was out. And I haven't seen him play that bad since then. So, other than that, man, you can just look forward for Milroe coming back the rest of this season, playing really good football. We just got to keep the defense playing active. We just got to get the play calling to catch up with the guys, athlete guys, and get a running game more chance to materialize, man, than it has been, because right now the run game is seeing about stifling, and people don't think we can run the ball. So we just got to keep on trying until you start breaking them, and then we'll be okay.
100%. 100%, Coach Carl. Coach Sean, you're muted. I don't know if you I tried to unmute you, but I can't.
My bad, bro. I'm about to add you to this I'm about to add you to this this manager thingy because Quay said it might be because we all streaming. Is that normal for it to do that?
It
Or
can. It can. And it's one of those things where, Janet, this has happened to me before, and it's exactly what you just said, saying maybe a mod accidentally blocked me. I have tried to block somebody, but I'm in the process of doing something, and chat moves so quick that it picks up the wrong person, and then someone will go to someone else's channel and be like, "Hey, what's
I'm
up?"
about to
And that's
see.
when I'm like, "Oh, that's a my bad." But we're in the process of trying to get it.
Yeah, we
Uh,
can't have my girl blocked. Uh-uh. No, 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 no. Cause I don't think cause ain't nobody but me and Bell right now. It might be the YouTube thing. Ty, I'm finna send you this email so you can look on there and check it
gotcha.
out, bro.
I'll do my thing. And then I'm going to also open up another StreamYard tab and check to make sure that there's nothing going on with StreamYard. So I am going to do my thing while we were doing this. While I'm doing my thing, I'm going to muscle a little bit. While I'm doing this, I'm going to answer Anthony's question talking about the offense being more catered to a pocket passer. The thing is with the DeBoer offense is he does a really good job of tailoring the offenses to the players. And so right now, I think it's catered more towards a quarterback that's highly mobile. But the flip side of that, Anthony, if you're asking this about a Ty Simpson move, Ty Simpson is a mobile quarterback. I agree with everybody here. I think that Milroe has played really well this season. I think
Yeah.
that he has had a really bad game. This is coming from somebody who's been, people have called me a Milroe sunshine pumper. That's fine. That's fine, right? It is what it is. I do think there's an argument to be made that Tennessee game, I think it was probably worse than the Texas game, because at least in the Texas game, you had the argument of it's his first time starting against a major team. And it's like, yeah, that's fair. And it's a good team. Against Georgia, you were fantastic. You hit every throw. Against Tennessee, you were just off. And I think that the most alarming things was the mechanics. The mechanics reverted back to what we saw, where he wasn't setting his feet. So I agree 100% with both of these guys. You continue to play him. If it's not working, you make that decision. But I also trust the coaches. They're with these guys every day in practice. I trust that they're playing the best guy, right? I'm not in practice. So I'm putting my faith in the coaches that they are playing the best guy, because that's what they do, right? Like that's their job, to play the best player. So we'll see. Really interesting. Now I'm gonna go back into
Oh,
my little
facts.
hole and figure all this out.
Yeah, check and see if you got it. It says pending, Ty. So it should be coming through.
Gotcha.
That way you can hop on there and check it. Janet, if you're still in here, we checking it right now. Ty's gonna look in. I don't see anything that looks off, but I'm gonna get Ty to check it and see. You know what I'm saying? But we'll definitely get that fixed really quickly for sure. Shout out to my girl Janet, Jay, Chris Williams is in the house, man. We got, we rolling good. We got my boy Chris Williams and we got Darius Fontaine. I'd like to see Chris and Darius get into it. I want to see them put belt to each other's ass. Darius Fontaine from Georgia and Chris Williams from Auburn. I want to see
That
them go hit.
that down South Georgia boy.
Go ahead there. Shout out to Chris and shout out to Darius, man. Shout out to both of those guys. You know what I mean? Shout out to No J Speed. Shout out to No Surfdom. DSGB down South Georgia, boy. Quay doing his thing. My brother Eric D. What's up, Eric? I ain't even see you, bro. How you doing? We got you covered, Janet. We got you covered, man. That I promise. You know what I'm saying? Ty is like the YouTube goo damn rule, not the guru, the goo damn rule. And he's checking this for me just in case I might have missed it or whatever's going on with this stuff. But Ty's checking. Did it come through, Ty?
Yeah, I believe it did.
Okay,
Believe it
cool.
did.
Check
Just
it out if you get a chance. So yeah, Goof said, Goof said battle of the haters. Oh no, Janet, Janet, you a part of this channel, man. Make her a mod too, Ty. Her, Quaisha, all them who always be up here. Jay, make them mods if you see them. Son, You know,
Oh yeah, because then
J Mims, all the homies, man.
they can
We gonna mod them all.
they can
Let's just
regulate the
put them
track
all.
for you.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Them my people, man. You know what I mean? They've been rocking with me since I started this journey, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, Javian. All love, broski. All love, man. No doubt about it. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Here's the bottom line of what we're trying to say. This is an important game, man. Coach Carl, Ty, these guys. This is a very important game, man. You know what I mean? Matt, it's an important game, man, because this is the resurgence game. Forget the fact that Missouri has a lot of people out, right? Forget that. Forget the fact that these guys, you know, I seen where Shep was talking about how Tyler Booker was on everybody's head this week, right? And well, oh my God, no diddy. He was on everybody's he was on everybody's he was getting on everybody verbally for, you know, the bad play of late. Right?
Hey, Coach, can you? I found it. Can you? What you just sent me, you had me as a viewer. Can you put me as an editor, and then you can switch me right back to viewer afterwards?
No, you good. So let me see. How do I
figured out?
Okay. Let me make sure. Let me go back.
What'd you send, Chris? I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Chris has been cracking me up over the past 2 weeks. Like I'm gonna keep it 100. Chris, it's still on site because you're an Auburn fan.
Chris, but
you have been cracking me up the past few weeks.
Dude, it's crazy, man. He been going.
Robbie said Chris dressing up as Jalen Milroe for Halloween.
That's a good one. How the hell do I get back to settings, Ty? Hold up, man.
Yeah, so
there it is. There it is.
He's talking about hell no, Alabama might get assaulted. Man, you won't get assaulted down dressed up as Milroe. I mean, you take that Auburn shit out here, you probably you probably get pats on the back.
Manager Ty.
Yeah, if you could, I think it's like editor. Then I can.
Oh, I put manager. Is manager just good?
I assume. We're gonna find out.
But yeah,
try it now, Ty.
If Chris Williams dress up at Milroe, he probably get a check. He dress up at Peyton Thorne, they're gonna run his ass all the time.
I want to know what Chris thinks of Darius Fontaine. And Darius, I'm trying to be messy. Darius, what do you think of Chris Williams, the bro, our bro from Auburn? Is Darius still in here? I hope Darius still in here. You know what I mean?
Should be good to go, Janet.
Okay, Janet, try to type something now, Janet. Was she blocked, Ty?
Yeah, it was on hidden users.
Hidden user?
Yeah.
He said he wanted to make Janet a mod.
And now I got to figure out how to do that.
Make Matt Farms 1, 2. I'm trying to put all the homies as one.
No, I don't think you're being harsh on the scheme, man. We just
better lead.
I accidentally just put Matt in timeout because the chat was...
Hey, do we think that he being too hard on the scheme? So nah, man, we don't think he being hard on the scheme. We just think that there's too many people trying to get rid of the board too fast. The scheme don't work good. It just got to utilize the running game. That's all.
And the homie,
that's all thing wrong with you're not using the running game enough.
And the homie Bear be the lead. He be the
Matt. I think to the shadow realm.
Matt, I'm sorry, man. I think my brother Ty has had a few. He might have had too many of them placentas. You know, I think he just hit you by accident, Matt. He cracking up, but Matt, I swear, bro, 300 seconds, it'll be right back, brother. Ty hook you up, bro. He got what's up, Monica? How you doing, Monica?
Sorry, that was hilarious.
Roll Tide.
Figure that stuff out.
We see you, Janet. Where Janet?
I'm gonna go get some more water, damn it.
Did Janet type some? Oh yeah, there she go. I see her. Can you see me now? Yeah. I see you, Janet. Good stuff, man. I don't know, bro. Now do y'all see what I'm saying about this YouTube stuff, bro? I don't know a damn thing. Nothing. I had to talk to John and Ty. You know what I mean, Coach Carl. I'm still learning this stuff, bro. Hiding people. Good Lord, man. Please forgive me. I will get better. I promise y'all. Roll Tide, Monica. How you doing? Much love to you. There's Janet. There she is. That's Anthony. But you see what Ty means, Anthony? I was just clicking on Janet. That quick, it fly out. Then you click on the wrong person.
Yeah, that's what happens. Is it's
that the lead? He the lead head, the lead moderator.
I don't drink. Like, I haven't drank in a long time, right? So I went to try and see if I could make Matt, like, because I just saw his comment, and Coach, you said, like, hey, what about him being a moderator? So I was like, okay, can I do it from this screen? And I went to try and, like, exit out, and the chat kept going, and it went right to putting time out right when I was clicking. And so I sent him to the Shadow Realm on accident.
Oh my God.
He's probably sitting there like, the hell?
My bad, man. I don't know how to do
I'm
that.
so sorry, Matt. I'm an idiot.
How do you do that, Ty? You click on the
I
name?
actually don't know. I don't have
Why did I do
mods.
Bears? How did I do Bears? I don't know how I did. Bear, do you know how to make other people mods, Bear? We gonna figure it out, bro. We gonna figure it out. We gonna learn together. Son, what's up, bro? We gonna learn together, Monica.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So, is Matt back?
I'm so sorry, Matt.
We gonna figure it out. Ty loves you, man. Don't worry, he loves you, bro.
He's my upstate New York guy. I just, I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I thought that was way funnier than it actually was. I'm sorry. Laughing like that.
Goose, $5 super chat. I joined late. Do you think JM4's play in the Tennessee game is bad enough or a bad sign? Thanks. Shout out to Goose, man. Much love to Goose. Goose, we was actually just talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the $5 super chat. We all appreciate you, Goose. And you know, just really quickly, what I said in the quick nutshell was, yes, it was bad, Goose. It was not good, but I'm not so down on him that I want to bench him, right? You know, now if he comes into this game and play bad, then that's gonna be a real those whispers will become loud voices at this time. But I think you give him at least you know stick with him to the Missouri game. It's hard, man, to pull somebody off the sideline who hadn't been taking first team reps. You know, it's almost unfair to Ty. It really is. It's almost unfair to throw him in there. You give him 1 week of first team reps, and then you're trying to send him into the LSU's and the Oklahomas, and that's tough, man. That's tough. So but I'm positive on the note that I think everything will work itself out this week. I think Jalen Milroe understands. I think he's just been pressing. He's been trying to do too damn much. The offensive coordinator hadn't put him in great situations. When he did have great situations, he was inaccurate. He didn't play well. I think everything takes off this week, man, because I think these guys really realize, just like Marvin and Derrick Henry said, like Marvin Constant and Derrick Henry both said the same thing. Y'all back against the wall. It's time. It's either do or die right now. What's your thoughts on that, Coach Carl?
Just like you said, man. It ain't too.
Thank you, Goose.
We don't have to put them right now, man. We just gotta coach them up, love on them, give them some encouragement, man. If y'all follow them on Twitter, shoot them a little tweet, man, and tell them that y'all still support them. Y'all believe in it. Y'all want to see him do better, man. Because I mean, kids, man, they read that stuff on Twitter. Even though they go out there and they perform and they act like it don't really bother them, man, these kids got feelings. And a lot of times you can say something to the kid and it gets to him. You know, he been struggling. And I guarantee you, man, a lot of talks on Twitter been pushing him, talking about the last 3 weeks, they've been talking about benching him. So he probably going out there pressing a little too much. Nah, man, just love on the kid. Give the kid some encouragement so he can go out there and perform and let them know that y'all still got it 100%. And I have been seeing a lot of people on Twitter going out there putting his face up on Twitter, putting his jersey up on Twitter, saying that I'll ride with 4. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of encouragement too, man. So no, I don't think it's time to bench him right now. I mean, of course, if he go out there and he have another game like he had against Tennessee, I mean, at some point you're probably gonna have to sit him down and say, "Hey, man, let's take a week, step back, and then let Ty get some reps in before we go ahead and play LSU, just in case we have a bad performance, we get a little too much for you to have out there. We have a backup plan. Other than that, man, just support our kids, man. We can go on each platform and we can be discussing about how they play or how to play calling. But you're never gonna hear us come on here and say that we want to get rid of KD, we want to get rid
Yeah,
of Jalen, we want to get rid of Sheridan. No, we just don't like what's going on with them right now. So we're not
yeah,
trying to get rid of them. We just giving y'all our, just like it show say, just our humble opinion and how
facts.
we see things as coaches. Being that we are here on a daily basis out here with kids, coaching up kids, trying to put kids in the best predicament to succeed. We just want to make sure all these kids go in here, have their best game, and put themselves in position that they can make money in the future. And it's all about their future. The high school kid trying to get into college kid trying to get into the league, these kids in the league trying to make Pro Bowls, so they keep making Pro Bowl, make them way in the Hall of Fame where they can have residual income for the entire lives, man. So everything you're doing it in steps. We start killing our kids right now, and you start tearing them down right now, then they're
Yeah,
not gonna have that support there to continue to try to build for their future and their family. So they just keep doing it for just keep encouraging our kids, man. And when time comes around, he probably gonna have the same type of mistakes. We're gonna pick Ty up, or we're gonna pick up, QB 12 when they come in. Whoever is the trigger man next year, we're gonna pick them up. We're gonna ride with them. We're not gonna kill them unless it's a Butler type of thing, because Butler had no business in Krill Ty uniform. We all agree to that. But until the other substance like that, man, let's just keep on building our kids up, lifting our kids up. And we saying down, pray for them. I mean, the bigger thing you can do for a kid that's struggling is just shout, send out a prayer for them, man. So help God and ask God to help build his confidence back, because you never know what's got to him. And that's all I'm gonna say about that, man.
Couldn't have
all
said it
facts,
better
man.
myself, man. That's why over the summer I said if a kid decommits, all you say is congratulations. Would have loved to have
Congrats.
had you a part of the class. If
Yep.
a kid and their family, are kind of sending some shots, you just say, hey, wherever you go, would love to have you at Bama. Keep it moving, because that stuff right there, you attract more flies with honey than you do vinegar. Gentlemen, I have got to log off. The wife just got home from a STEAM night where she has been doing interactive things with the students, and we
Yeah.
are going to get some barbecue sandwiches, and I've been waiting for this for a long time. So I'm about to
Ty.
hop off, and I can't ban anybody else if I'm not here. Matt, I am so sorry.
I hope he go if he's back.
He's already back. He said he was laughing, and I
Matt, there you go. Yeah, but shout out to Matt, man. Matt, it's love, brother. Ty, before you go, bro, get that last super chat, man, and give us your thoughts on that before you go, if you can.
100%. Son with the 499 saying Debo's that guy, but Coach Shep is pivotal. He's a culture builder. Lock him up. Can't let him leave T-Town. 100% agree. I 100% agree. Coach Shep is, I said this over the summer whenever we were questioning who might be taking that Seattle job. I said, honestly, Grubb would suck, but just don't miss on Shep. Got to keep Shep. Love his ability. And Matt, last thing I'll say is I've thought about, heading up to upstate New York and giving y'all a real Texas barbecue restaurant up there. I got the smokers. Do a barbecue restaurant with some fusion dishes, a chile relleno with some smoked brisket or pulled pork in it, a smoked banh mi, right? Well, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Yeah, that's my past. If I'm not in here doing this, I love me some cooking, right? I actually do. I'm every weekend I'm on the smoker. I'm in the kitchen doing something. I actually very much in a past life I was a chef. But son, thank you for the $4.99. Completely agree with you. Shep is that guy. Gotta keep him. Brian Ellis as well. That's another one. So going to be interesting to see. Until next time.
Appreciate you, Ty. From all of us, bro. From all of us, we appreciate you, man. From myself, from Coach Carl, we thank you. We probably gonna go over one more topic before we get out of here, man. But we want to say appreciate you, Ty. Much love to you as always. Thank you for hooking Janet up. Thank you for putting Matt in jail and then freeing him. You know what I'm saying? We love you to death, brother. And this road, Ty, for sure, for sure.
Just don't do this. Chris says after Ty leaves, we can log back on and spend a few hours on Auburn.
Boy, Chris stupid, man. Well, crazy.
No, sir. No,
Shout
sir.
out everybody in the chat. I'm going to say this as always. Health and time, two most valuable things. And I cannot thank you enough for your time. James, congratulations to your dogs. Huge win.
Thanks.
Janet, thank you for the 1999 saying so sorry for taking up so much of your life. No. Don't dare apologize.
They did good.
We need to make sure. Said Ty, you're a computer. I wish if I was a computer genius, I wouldn't have sent Matt to the Shadow Realms, but here we are. Till next time. Later, guys.
Appreciate you, Ty.
All right,
Much
bro.
love, broski. Much love as always, my bro. Yeah, man. Ty is great with this YouTube stuff, bro. I don't really, I try to be on here as much as I possibly can. You know what I'm saying? It get tough for me at times, man. But I'm learning. Ty and those guys are doing a great job of helping myself, Coach Carl. We new to this stuff as always, man. And we learning day by day. You know what I'm saying? We learning, man. I just appreciate all of you. Thank you, Janet. Thank you to everybody. That boy Chris from Auburn. Much love to Chris too. You know what I'm saying? Chris be talking crazy, but I rock with him, man, because he's steadfast with his BS. You know what I mean?
I know, right?
I respect it, man. I respect it. Where my boy Goof at? There go Goof. Hold on, Goof. But last topic, man, before we get out of here, man. I definitely wanted to see what you guys thought about this. I definitely wanted to get you guys and really see, Coach. I want to know, AJ McCarron. AJ made some really strong comments, and people didn't really rock with it, but I respect AJ, man. This is just my thoughts. AJ McCarron. No, James. Barrett's the managing. The managing thing. He like the head one. He can control all that stuff. He know about all this stuff. Bear like a musician. He like Ty. He know about all this stuff. So him and Ty kind of ones that run all that stuff for me. I want to know what you guys think, and this is just my humble opinion. This might be the old school me talking. AJ, if the point is to win championships, if that's the point, to win championships, to win rings, things like that, right? AJ McCarron won 3 of them things, bro. 3 of them, not 1, not 2, 3 rings. So that tells me that AJ can say whatever the hell he want. AJ can say whatever the hell he want, Coach Carl. To me, AJ McCarron has earned the right to say whatever he so chooses, Coach. And I just wanted to get your thoughts on that, man, and really see what you thought about that, Coach Carl. I mean, he told the truth. He said, he said some things about Jalen not progressing. And I guess he said that because of the things he saw from Jalen. Not necessarily the good things, but the things he saw Jalen do this year in the last couple of games. It seems like he took a step or 2 back, right? He didn't beat up the coaches. He just said it seems like some of the things I see him doing, throwing off his front foot and, just a lot of things that he see him doing. He said he thought that was reminiscent of Jalen of old, right? He talked about TikTok. He talked about this new generation. It's just a little different. We all understand that. No hate to the youngsters. But I guess my point is, does AJ have the right to say what he wants to say? I personally think he do. Anybody coming to Alabama win 3 national championships from the state of Alabama, brother, to me, you have the right to speak on whatever you want to speak on. I just want to know your thoughts on that, Coach.
They 100%, bro. And the pure fact that AJ McCarron is a pocket passer.
Yeah.
So he's coming from a pocket passer, a professional ball player, played the NFL and in the UFL. So he got the right to say whatever he want to say. Like you say, he won 3 national championships. 2 he then orchestrated himself. So he got the right to say whatever the hell he want to say. And everything he's saying is facts. Jalen has not progressed after the Georgia game. He has to regress ever since the Georgia game. So he said, we just mentioned that tonight. He pressing. He's not setting his feet. He's not getting underneath himself when he makes me throw there while the throws are selling high. So yeah, he just playing terrible right now. It's just terrible quarterback play for the last two games, and it's okay. I mean,
Right.
it's okay. It's not like Tom Brady never had a bad game. Tom Brady had a bad game. Aaron Rodgers probably the most talented quarterback in the league right now beside Patrick Mahomes. He had terrible games. That's why they try to trade and get him a player that he's more familiar with. So I mean, it is what it is, man. You're never gonna have a perfect quarterback. Quarterback go through things too. You gotta think about it. This is the only man on the entire football field that has bullets fired at him every single snap.
Yeah.
He has the ball in his hand every single snap on offense. It has to touch his hands. His hands and the center hands are only two people that touch that ball every single time on offense. He's the only one that got people trying to kill him, tear his head off every single play. Even when he running the ball, they hand the ball on runs off. They still coming in there tapping you on the shoulder like, yeah, I'm still here, baby. So he's the only one that got that issue. And a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, when you knowing that your offensive line is struggling, like Pritchard had been struggling on that right side, you gonna drop back, boom. I know I can't make two reads. I know I can't make three reads. My next step is try to find where I can get out my hand that fast. If I can't get out the round, I'm gonna try to take off. Boom. If I roll to the right and Pritchard get beat, I'm gonna roll dead into the pressure. And then you take those sacks or you make those bad plays. So he's like those bullets flying, man. Like if you sitting out here and you in war, and the only person getting shot at is you. Everybody else sitting back chilling, eating barbecue like Ty doing right now. Just sitting back eating barbecue, and everybody shooting at you.
Yes.
I mean, what do you think gonna happen? You gonna be dodging, you gonna be ducking, you gonna be trying to tuck and roll, you gonna try to find a big hole you can get in the cup of your head. So I mean, it is what it is, man. He is the main target. He is the biggest threat on Alabama offense, and everybody knows that. As you let Jalen Milroe get off, Bama gonna put up 50 points on you. And the key is them trying to make sure that he's uncomfortable. Now they got him playing off his front feet. Now they got him throwing the ball backpedaling, so he's not sending feet to make it throws. And I'm quite sure that the coaching staff, like Sheridan, being a quarterback coach, should sit down, broke down the Tennessee film, and tell him things that he should be doing. Maybe you have to, like I said, maybe just still give Jamarcus Shepard a little rain to call through plays while Sheridan is working with Jalen, fixing his mechanics and fixing his feet work. You may have to do that. May have to let Sheridan do something to keep Jalen calm, and somebody will call plays when Jalen started coming on the fire and start finding himself drifting away from his fundamental plays, man. So at this point, you know, it is what it is. We're gonna ride with Jalen no matter what. We're gonna ride with him as long as he's a starting quarterback. He's my guy. You put somebody else, and that's my guy. He go out there and stink it up, and they put somebody else in there. That's my guy. I don't care. I'm a fan. I'm gonna support these kids 100%. Whether they doing good or doing bad, I'm still rolling with them. I don't care who it is. You can bring back. You can bring back Buckno and put Buckno behind them. As long as he's out there playing, I'm gonna root for him, and I hope he get better. If he don't get better, we move on to the next one, and then the next one come in. We'll continue to support. All these kids deserve our support. That's why we call ourselves fans of Alabama football, because we here to support them and make sure that they have the support staff that they need, support cast that they need to help pushing them forward. So, man, AJ McCarron, one of the greatest. Salute to you, AJ. Say what you want to say. Say it how the hell you want to say it. Derek Herring, you're a Heisman Trophy winner. Say what the hell you want to say it. Say it how the hell you want to say it. You got all the respect from Coach Carr at 1,000%. Say what the hell you want to say. Did you bring your ass to Tuscaloosa one day and sign me some autographs? That's all I got to say, AJ McCarron.
All facts. All facts, bro.
My friend.
All facts, man. Jag says, Coach, do you feel Sheridan needs to come out the booth and be on the sidelines with Jalen? You know what, Jag? I've had both. I've had coaches in the booth. I've had coaches on the sideline. And for me, just for me, this doesn't mean it has to be this way. Just for me, on the side, as an offense guy, the sideline was always better for me. Now, Some guys have had it better in the booth. Some coaches coach better from the side, like Lane Kiffin. Lane is not a booth guy, right? Lane is an on the field guy. He wants to be on the field so he can see everything. Some people like to be in the booth so they can see the entire field. I was a sideline guy. I hated being in the booth. I like to be on the sideline where I can feel the pulse of the players. I know who upset. I know who hanging their head. I know who's pouting. I like to be on the sideline. I didn't like to be in the booth. I hated being in the booth. I feel like I was just too far away from the action, right? I think Sheridan should come to the field just because I'm a field guy, Jag. You know what I mean? I am. I think if he's down there, he can straight confer with Jalen. He can talk to Jalen, and he can really, really, really get the pulse of what's going on. But that don't necessarily mean he have to. That's just me, my personal feeling on that. Thank you for your comment, Jag. Anthony, my bad, bro. I didn't even see it. Anthony says, Sean, to leave the stream on a lighthearted note, joking around as a Bama fan, if you lost to either team, who would you rather wear? A Hurricane jersey or a Tennessee? I don't even got to read the rest of your comment. Anthony, let me stop you right there I will wear a Miami jersey until my fingernails grow purple. No, everybody in here know how I feel, Anthony. Absolutely no Tennessee jersey. No, sir. No how, no way possible. Unless the Lord himself comes say, Sean, put it on. Yes, sir, I will. That'd be the only way, my brother. Only way, Anthony. I will wear a Hurricane jersey till next Thursday of 2031 before I wear that jersey right there. Sorry, I didn't get to see your comment earlier, Anthony. I apologize for that, brother. They be coming quick. This is Goose. Goose, $5 super chat from the brother Goose. Thank you, Goose, for that, bro. Goose says respect to AJ. I think he has the right to comment as he chooses. He also knows what winning team culture. Yeah, I mean, you can't argue with it. I mean, they're not gonna like it because we understand how today's climate is. If you say something truthful and they don't like it, people gonna beat you up about it. But my old coach, Bronski Towns, Alabama University, used to tell me, if it's the truth, it's not hating. That's what he used to tell me. He used to give us this story, and I'm gonna tell it real quick, and I hope Coach Carl listening. It's called the Musty story. He would tell us, he fussed at the players, and the players would be bucking up. Man, he don't like me. He hate me. He say, if I told you was musty, you get mad at me. Yeah, I'll be mad. Yeah, I'll be mad. You told me I'm musty. He said, that's y'all problem. You more mad that I told you musty rather than the fact that you are musty. Really think about that. Somebody tell you, man, you musty. You mad he done told you musty. I'm probably gonna be like, bro, thank you for telling me. Let me go handle that. But the players today gonna get mad you tell me you musty instead of saying, well, damn, I'm actually musty. You more mad that he told you musty than the fact that you're musty. Right? That's the climate we live in. Damn the fact that you are musty. You more mad than I told you that. And that's just what it is, brother. You know what I mean? Thank you, Goose. I appreciate you, man. But that's a whole fact. AJ was a part of that thing when it wasn't even really cool to come to Bama. That's a whole fact. I respect that man forever. And that's what it was. But that's my thoughts on it, man. I think this game is gonna be a telling story, right? I think this game is where Alabama turns it around. I think these players really finally see after losing to Tennessee that you have to put all your eggs in one basket playing for Alabama. You are everybody's Super Bowl. You are everybody's Super Bowl. Everybody's going to measure themselves of playing you. Everybody, even Georgia, right? Because we do the same thing with them. We beat Georgia, we must be pretty good. That's a respect thing, man. That's a respect. It's great to have another team that you can do that with. A lot of teams don't have that. Who Ohio State measuring themselves against, right? Oregon, the first team to be in the first year in their conference, right? Ohio State's supposed to measure themselves with Michigan and things like that, right? Yeah, Bronski, facts, Goose. That was I used to love Coach Towns, man, right? So, and we have a hard time with y'all, James. When we play, why you think that game was so big? Bama and Georgia. That was college football. That has been the most watched college football. That game was more watched than a lot of the national championship games, right? 21 million people watched that game, man. That's been the most watched college football game regular season in the last, I think, 6 years. More than Ohio State, Michigan, more than Alabama, LSU. That Alabama Georgia game was watched by everybody in other countries, here, everybody. And it's a reason for that, guys. It's a reason for that. So I think Bama turns it around this week. I think Jalen Milroe get back on track this week. I think the play calling get back on track this week. I think Alabama shows up and really realizes the extent of losing at this university. When you, and I'll give a credit what credit's due, when you're Ohio State, when you're Alabama, when you're Georgia, to some extent, maybe LSU, maybe they've had a lot of losses here, but when they lose, they fans go bananas. Them damn Cajuns go butt noodle crazy down there when they lose, like for real. But I know for sure, maybe LSU in that second tier with Clemson and all those guys, but I know Georgia, Alabama, and Ohio State for sure, them three. When you lose at those schools, man, it's like the world coming to an end because those schools don't lose a lot. They just don't lose a lot. Why do y'all think every time Alabama somebody looks up and beat us, they storm the field? It's like a national event when Alabama loses. It's on every sports station. Field goals are marched down the damn street. Like when Alabama lose, it's a damn event, like an eclipse. Everybody's going crazy. And that's a privilege, brothers. That's a privilege, right, Coach Carl? That's a privilege, man. You know, and you know, that's just how I feel about it. We get back on track this week, Coach Carl. Give me your final thoughts, and after you give me your final thoughts, tell everybody where they can find you. Alabama get back on track this week. Talk to me, Coach.
Yeah, man, we get back on track this week. I think that they just had too much. That they had too many opportunities in Tennessee, and Tennessee had about one of the top ranked defenses in the country, regardless. Then we got too cute inside of Tennessee territory too many times. It's kind of the same thing we did in the second half of Georgia game. Got a little too cute. Throw an interception. Jalen throw it a front side shoulder interception when it should have went back shoulder. And just little things like that. Like I said, it's just technique. He wasn't setting his feet, making the wrong read. Just getting a little too cute. Well, he shouldn't have been passing the ball twice on the goal line anyway. We got the ball 3 yard line. Should have ran all 3 times. And Lee can come over with the field goal. But other than that, man, like we get back on track. It's gonna be okay. Alabama's fans just stand up, man. You know, whether we take 1 L, 2 L, 3 more L, we're gonna just stand up. We're gonna represent. We're gonna walk proud. Shit, you got Chris in here, Auburn fan, and Chris in here talking cash money, and his team suck right now. So hey, man, we can be the same type of fan base. We got too used to winning. And when you get too used to winning, at some point somebody gonna start humbling you. And right now we just getting our ass humbled right now. We getting humbled. That's the only thing it is right now, man. We are getting humbled. And we was over here on this high horse for too many years. And now Saban left. We start winning our games. We blow a few competition out. Georgia came in. We started running through Georgia ass like they had him, like they had diarrhea. And then Georgia Kirby made an adjustment, came and they started storming back. And then we never could adjust to it. So I mean, it is what it is, man. We got on our high horse, got too cocky. We beat Georgia. We celebrated too much. Went to Vandy, we took a loss because they took Vandy for granted, Then Nick Saban never took opponent for granted. He always said the next team is the best team we always played, and we didn't play Vandy that way. Vandy beat us. We came back. We tried to bounce back in South Carolina. We jumped out on South Carolina. Then we gave us some points. South Carolina made it the game. We had a chance to kill Tennessee in the first half. We should have been up 17-0. We ended up going to half 7-0, knowing that Tennessee playing at home, the crowd was going to get routed. They was going to make a few plays. They were going to start speeding the game up. And they were going to make some run. All we had to do was just consistently score. We beat Tennessee. We just scored on 17 points in the first half. And that 7 point we scored in the second half, we still beat Tennessee. That's just easy. 1 touchdown, interception in there, should have got 3 points. Had another touchdown, that we should have scored. So 3 turnovers, 0 points. We capitalize on any of those points. We capitalize 3 field goals off them 3 turnovers. We still beat Tennessee. So either way it go, man, we just gotta get a little more time of possession, give our defense a little more time to react, the time to think, and then we just gotta go out here, man, and just perform, man. Let these kids just go out here and have fun and not have to worry about the consequences of what us fans saying. Us fans calling for their head, us fans calling for their job, us fans messing with their family liability because these guys are getting these big time NIL deals, and their NIL deals are predicated on their performance. So we can't just come out here and try to kill these guys' dreams and their livelihood, man. So let's just bag them up, let's just support them 1,000%. And the hell you can't support them 1,000%. Just don't say shit. Don't come on social media and say shit. Don't come on these platforms and say nothing. I mean, the comments that we're in here, 9 times out of 10, they're probably not inside of YouTube reading the comments anyway. So they just probably listen to some of these lines event after they get through practice, but they're not reading most of the comments. So you can speak your comments in the live, but don't come on these platforms like we see here behind the mic and start killing them. Don't kill them on Twitter and stuff like that, because if everybody calling for your head on Twitter, somebody gonna be like, damn, bro, they killing you on Twitter right now. That's getting in your head as a child, man, because the world is already cruel enough, you know what I'm saying? So internet bullying is one of the biggest key to people that having all these damn mental health crisis anyway. So you don't want all the kids keep having mental health crisis because internet trolls, internet bullies. Other than that, man, y'all just be safe. Appreciate the coach bring me on.
Always, brother.
Goose,
you know how we do.
Goose just dropped 999 chat. And excuse me, Anthony, I did respond the first time when you asked that question. I always wear Miami. You can't lose to a rival and expect me to wear their jacket. I ain't wearing no rival jersey. I'm not wearing no Auburn jersey, no loss. I ain't wearing no Georgia jersey, no loss. I ain't wearing no funky ass Tennessee. And I damn sure won't bet you no loss on no LSU. But I hate them Bayou Pussycats. So I never put that crap on. So when it come out of rival game, shit, we lose Florida State, I rock it all day, every day. I rock Herman. I rock bandit shit from my loss. But you won't catch me with no damn Tennessee on that damn dusty, burnt orange, whatever they call that crap. That burnt yellows, or put that yellow shit in the jersey for a long time. It got a little dark, and they call it orange. You can't get me in that sad blue and orange over there on the other side of the state. One of them damn what they call them, war buzzards, war tigers, whatever they use over there on that Georgia state line. They just damn take the little trip and just move on the hell of Georgia. Get the hell out of the state of Alabama sometime, because I can't stand the smell of that stinking ass city.
Yeah, facts, Coach.
I said it. I can't stand the smell of that stinking ass city.
All facts. I can't do nothing but agree with you 1,000%. Let me grab Caleb right quick. Caleb says, in your opinion, Sean, what are the chances Bama wins out? LSU going to be tough. I think, Caleb, if we play to our potential, the potential we have, we play to that potential. The first half of Georgia, I know the play calling was different because Kirby hadn't seen that. If we just play with that execution, I don't even care about the play calling, just the execution, we'll be just fine, man. We'll be just fine. Jalen don't do too much. A logical, foundational play script, I think we'll be just fine. Thank you, Caleb. I appreciate you. Please hit those likes, just like Janet said. 48 subs away from 1,000. I thank you guys. Please tap in with me on here, on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I really, really appreciate you, Goose. We always appreciate you, man. I think that was Ty's. Let me grab it for Ty. Thanks, coaches and posters. You know what I mean? Roll Tide, roll Goose. We appreciate you, bro. Just know that, man. We appreciate you, man. Always tap in with me, brother. We appreciate your time. You know what I mean? Thank everybody for coming, man. Chris, even appreciate you, bro. You know, man, I don't even mind you coming in. You know, we put belt each other's ass, but you know, we have a good time with it, bro. Tap in anytime, man. I appreciate you for tapping in. Everybody, as always, Hacker. That my boy Hacker. Hold on, man. That's Hacker. I ain't seen my bro Hacker, bro. Hacker, what's going on with you, bro? How you feeling? How you doing? My brother James is down here. What's up, James? As usual. Coach Carl, please let everybody know where they can find you, bro. Hold on, let me get DeMarco. DeMar, Coach Sean, shout out to you in this show. Love everyone's input each week. It's great to be a Bama fan. We all win together. DeMarco, you are 1,000,000,000,000,000% correct, my brother. You know what I mean? Always, just because we get on the team don't mean we don't love our team, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what people don't understand, bro. When you love something, you want to talk about it and you want to share emotion with it. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's all facts, DeMarco. I can't do nothing but agree with you a whole lot, bro. Goose says $4.99 super chat, $5 super chat. Goose says puke orange jersey. Yeah, I don't know what kind of. Don't even get me on my soapbox, Goose, because I'll talk about Tennessee for 13 years straight without a breath. Right? Losing to them was painful enough, right? I don't let y'all see it, but that physically wounds me, right? I had to go into my closet and just relax for a minute because those losses to Tennessee hurt me bad, bro. Like I can't explain to you how bad they hurt, bro. You know what I mean? Let y'all go see these Thursday night games, man. I appreciate you guys. Coach Carr, tell everybody where they can find you. They can look you up and find you, brother.
The Block Sports Talk with Coach Carr on YouTube. And you can find me on Twitter, Coach KD Taylor. That's Coach KD Taylor. That's on Twitter, man. Y'all hit me up. I guarantee you send me a message, I'll respond to you. Now that's facts. Because I love interacting with people, man. I like meeting new people. Appreciate y'all for joining us, man. And y'all roll tide.
Roll Tide, man. You guys already know. K Spray, you already know, my brother. You already know, man. And I'm trying to hook everybody up. I see that been in here, man. Much love to you. If I forgot, I get you on the next one. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Thank you to my brother Ty, who's the YouTube guru, know all about this stuff and really, really set me in the right direction with most of this stuff, man. Wherever all the content creators are, man, do their thing. One thing about me, man, I don't tear down other Bama content creators. That's not my thing. You know what I mean? It's not my job to tear down other people. Other people do their own thing, right? And shout out to them. God bless all them. But I do my thing. You know what I'm saying? We talk football here. We pick with each other. We go at Chris and have a good time with it. I love everybody on here, man. You know what I mean? We fans. You welcome here. Whatever fan you welcome here, right? We love University of Alabama. You come here and talk football wherever you from, man. You know what I mean? Feel free to come here and rub elbows with the Tide, and we're gonna go at you and have a good time, and then we're gonna love on each other before we get up out of here, man. It's never no beef or never no nothing like that. And if you have beef and try to control how we be a fan, and keep your ass where you at. You know what I mean? It's Roll Tide for life over here. It's Alabama A&M University for life over here. Magic City Classic this weekend, too, I might add. We're going to put belts to Alabama State ass right there on national TV. You know what I mean? Please believe it, right? Much love to you all. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate you. You know, I got love for all of you. Shout out to Ebony, wherever she at. Roll Tide to the young baller himself, Noah Carter, wherever he at, man. The Tide will be back. You know what I mean? Hillbillies, yeah, we go. Yeah, hey, look, we tell them, man, no serfdom. You already know, broski. You know what I mean? I don't even want to think about Tennessee, no serfdom, because I start feeling physically sick. Fever might come back over me again. So, Coach Sean kept his composure that night. Chris, I was physically sick that night. Physically sick. You're not understanding losing to Tennessee. You don't understand what that does to the cells of my DNA, bro. You know what I mean? Ugh, it's awful, awful. But Roll Tide to you guys. Please tap in with me. Uh, JMHO Sports Talk right here on YouTube and Twitter, man. Much love to my brother, Coach Carl. A big thank you to him. A big thank you to Ty. Shout out to all the content creators, whoever who tap in with us, man. Much love to my brother Jake Milroe. You know what I mean? Jake, if you're watching this, we love you to death, bro. Tap back in with us. The fans miss you. We miss you to death, homie. All love. Yeah, man. Always love to the broski. J. Katrina, you already know, my sister. You already know. Thank you so very much, everybody, man. We'll be live post game, God willing. I ain't going to the classic because I spent too damn much money homecoming. Coach Carl came up and hollered at me. You know what I mean? Because Sean is now broke as hell because my daughter's feet keep growing like weeds, and she want these shoes that cost more than the house. So we have no money. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
Hey,
everybody, man. Love y'all to death. What'd you say, Coach
y'all,
Carl? What'd you say?
y'all drop the super chat, man. Help Coach Shaw with them damn shoes.
No, y'all good, bro. Y'all done enough, man. I appreciate y'all, bro. We just enjoy talking, bro. We just enjoy talking. Roll Tide to all of you, man, and to all of you a good night. Until next time, which will be Saturday. We're gonna be talking about a win Saturday.
That's
Roll
right.
Tide to the team, right, Coach Carl?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Our
Roll Tide.
last Roll Tide, man. Introducing y'all to the spinning wheel of doom, the SWD. No Diddy. Much love.